Welcome to Seaway Whiskey Wire. Tonight on the bar, we've got the Signature Rye from the Gretzky Distillery. Stay tuned. Well, hey guys, thanks for coming back after the intro. I'm Tyler, and I just want to take a quick second here to wish all my Canadian viewing audience a happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving long weekend up here in Canada. In the Seaway, the leaves are changing. It's starting to get a little bit chillier outside. We actually had our first bout of frost there a couple days ago. But and just to kind of celebrate Thanksgiving, I thought I'd review a Canadian whiskey, one that's been on my shelf since the summertime, that one I've been really enjoying, and just wanted to kind of share it with you guys. And that, of course, is the Signature Rye from the Gretzky Distilleries in Niagara-on-the-Lakes. Now, I actually ventured up to the distillery there. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that back in summertime, Mrs. Seaway and Minnie Seaway and we went up to Niagara Falls, and I ended up hooking up with the Master Distiller there, Mr. Tim Wilson, and he gave me a personal tour of the facilities there at Gretzky Estates Winery and Distillery, and it was great. And he actually even signed my bottle right here, which was a very cool and interesting experience. And thank you very much, Tim, for taking the time out of your day to go around there. I'll likely throw some pictures up here, there, and everywhere on the video, and as I'm going through kind of the history and whatnot of the bottle. But anyways, if you got yourself something from Gretzky Estates, if you got yourself some Canadian rye, something 100% rye, maybe you got yourself Realms of Rye from Sons of Vancouver, maybe you got yourself something else, some Lot 40, what have you, and you want to pour yourself a dram and drink along with me, please do so. I encourage it. It makes life a heck of a lot better for you guys on the other end, and I enjoy you guys drinking along with me. And you know what? It's Canadian Thanksgiving, so you need to drink up, stay warm in these colder, chillier times. But yeah, before we get into the specs of the bottle, just give you a quick little review or overview of the Gretzky Distillery and kind of what they're all about. So the Gretzky Estates Distillery is located in Niagara-on-the-Lake in Ontario, and it's part of the Wayne Gretzky Estate, which also includes a winery. It's established by hockey legend Wayne Gretzky, obviously, and the distillery produces premium Canadian spirits with a focus on small batch whiskeys, brandies. I've actually tried the brandy. It's very, very good. And the estate blends traditional craftsmanship with modern techniques using locally sourced ingredients. I believe most of their stuff comes from Brantford, where actually Wayne Gretzky grew up. At least some of it does, if not all of it. Master Distiller Tim Wilson has been producing some of the innovative releases there with the Gretzky Estates, such as the Craftsmanship series, which currently includes 2 releases. Number 1 is the Signature Rye, which I've got on the bar right with me right now. The second is a single grain oats, which I haven't actually grabbed a bottle of yet. I did try some. Tim was nice enough to share a little sip with me when I was down there, and share a dram of that oats. Very, very interesting. I'd never had a single oats whiskey before. But yeah, very, very interesting, very complex, and very, dare I say, unusual, but very unique, I would definitely say. So, good on Tim for all the innovation and what he's doing down there at Gretzky Estates. Really appreciate him and all the work he's doing, and really appreciate this bottle right here that I picked up there. So let's get into the specs and overview of this bottle of Signature Rye from Wayne Gretzky's. So it comes in with an ABV of 50% ABV, nice hefty punch there, using 100% Bracetto rye. And the cask makeup is American virgin oak, once used American bourbon, and recharred American oak, and it carries an age statement of 5 years of age. Very, very nice indeed. We'll get into the presentation of the bottle. This bottle is something, I believe I've seen this bottle before in other releases, not specifically from Wayne Gretzky's, but from other distilleries and whatnot. So I believe it's a very common bottle, but I think it presents very well. It does have a very awesome cork. I really do enjoy this cork. It's easy to pull. There's lots of information on the back here. I'm not sure if Tim wrote this or if marketing put this together, but it's very well put together. Gives you some tasting notes, tells you about the maturation process and all that. Gives you some aroma notes as well, and just really overall gives you a nice presentation about it. And I really do like the this label they put on it here. It makes it very craft looking, and I think it's well suited for this craftsmanship line that they're putting together here. So with that, let's get into the pour and see what we can get out of the Signature Rye from Wayne Gretzky Distillery. I don't know if it's natural color. I don't believe it is. There probably is color added to it here, but I could be wrong. But we're going to have a look here at the color of this 50% offering from Wayne Gretzky. I poured myself a very healthy dram too. That's okay, it's cold outside. So I shouldn't say cold, it's chilly. Let's go in there and have a look at this here. So you got a nice amber with an orange tinge to it there. Really nice. You know, I'm sure they've put a little bit of color in this, but I mean, you've got that impact of those virgin oak barrels and those once used bourbons, as well as the recharge. So I mean, a lot of that color is going to be imparted from there, and I'm sure if they put anything in there, it was very minimal. Yeah, very nice. All right, let's get into the nose on the Wayne Gretzky Distillery's Signature Rye and see what we can get out of that. So let's dive into it on the nose. Very nice nose. So it's not abrasive or anything like that. At 50%, you know, it doesn't singe the nose hairs or kind of make you pull back at all. It's very inviting, very warming. I get some apples, some nice fresh green apples on there. A nice punch of vanilla, you know, kind of your normal bourbon notes on there. Some honey, some toffee, some orange. I get like a light cherry that I get on some ryes too, some straight rye whiskeys. It's not as heavy as like some other ones that I've tried, but it definitely is there. Some nice dry kind of maraschino cherry on the end there, and then some botanicals, maybe some mint on there as well, just kind of freshening up the nose. But yeah, very, very pleasant nose all around. You know, dare I say, a very fall or autumn characteristic to it. But you know, this is at 50% ABV. You know, does this pack a punch? Let's see how it impacts the palate, and see what we can get off the tasting notes here for this Signature Rye craftsmanship series from Wayne Gretzky Distillery. So, cheers to your health, and let's dive into it. Very nice. So right away, it's a thinner liquid. Doesn't really hang on to the sides of your mouth. Very mouth watering. Not very mouth coating, but it does have a lot of good flavor profile to it. One of the things that really came to me, and I made a note of this earlier, and I'm gonna go for one more sip. You get this apple, but it might just be like the fall thing going on, but you get these. It reminds me of a candy apple, like a Granny Smith coated with that red candy apple coating there, a candy shell around it, very much there. I'm getting the vanillas, I'm getting the toffee, some honey as well. There is a bit of an oak hug to it there. Not like a big oak hug like you would get like with some bourbons where it's very overpowering and spicy, but it's there, and it kind of warms you up. It'd be mid palate, accompanied by, you know, I think some of that some nutmeg in there, maybe some mint and some clove. It's very freshening. Yeah, and kind of in line with the apple, I'm getting some apricots as well. So candy apples, apricots, honey, toffee, caramel notes. Oak, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, and then some nice mint. Very nice. You know, a fairly complex palate. And it is for a Canadian whiskey, and a nice age stamp of 5 years, 50%, easy drinking. You know, quite happy with that palate and that flavor profile. But you know what? Let's get into the finish and see what if we missed anything from the palate, and see what the finish brings. So I'm going to go in for one more good sized sip of my good sized dram from the Signature Rye from Wayne Gretzky's. So I've already kind of said it earlier, but it's not a very thick or creamy texture to it. It's a pretty thin liquid. You know, I don't know if you can kind of see it on the glass even. It's got some decent legs, but the legs are just barely lingering on there. And it feels the same way kind of in the mouth. Not that that's a bad thing, just from a perspective of texture and kind of sharing that with you guys. It's a medium finish. It's fruity, it's sweet, and then it has that kind of that bourbon piece to the end there, I think. in the palate. I really enjoy that. It's not overly spicy. It's not like a big rye bomb where it hits you, even though it's 100% rye. I think the age really kind of kicks that or tames that down a little bit, and it's well presented. And you know, I think it's a great representation maybe of what the distillery is. I know that there's some other core releases that they do. I prefer this one over some of the core releases, obviously. It's a great little dram, and it's a great little dram for the fall. I really have been enjoying it here, and also enjoying it in some cocktails as well, which, you know, I don't usually do with my with my whiskeys that I like to drink neat, but this is a very versatile whiskey. But anyways, so let's get into the value proposition on the Signature Rye from Wayne Gretzky's. So this particular bottle, I obviously bought it at the distillery when I was there doing the tour and meeting Tim and whatnot, and I paid $50 for this distillery. I think at $50, this is a great product, great price point, and something you need to try and pick up if you can get it. If you like a Canadian Rye and you like your whiskey a little more punchy with that 50%, and these flavor profile and notes really kind of sing to you, I think you should definitely go and try and figure out how to get a bottle either from online, or go and visit the distillery and take a rip around there, because it is something to behold for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely interested to try more in the craftsmanship series. I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't get a bottle of the oats, but the oats is definitely one that's on my hit list, or try and procure a bottle soon. So hey Tim, if you're watching this video and you have a bottle left, just set it aside for me. I'll definitely pay you for it and try to get up there to get it from you. But yeah, that's my review of the Signature Rye from Wayne Gretzky's. So yeah, great little bottle. And if you like what we're doing here at Seaway Whiskey Wire, you guys know that drill. Like and subscribe down below. And hey, don't forget to check me out on Instagram at Seaway Whiskey Wire. And if you guys are still hanging around at this point, thank you very much. Really appreciate you guys sitting around and watching these videos. Love making them for you guys. Hard day at work, come on down to the basement, pour yourself a dram, get in front of the camera. It really is a fun little time for me, so I appreciate you guys hanging out till the end. Yeah, pretty happy with this net. So anyways, I will leave you with that. Take care, all the best, and I'll see you around. Bye for now, guys.